Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Large Marge has been brought into Austin, parking in this parking lot because they don't have Uber. What the heck, they don't have Uber in Austin.
No Uber.
We were gonna park outside the town, take an Uber in, and for some reason they have, Lyft and Uber have pulled out of Austin. Whap, 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 whap. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's TheDailyWoo. First stop of the day, the LBJ Museum, best known as the man that took the place of John F. Kennedy. Quick little side note, we were told by security it's best not to park here, so we have to move the RV. Parking situation has been handled, and check this out. It is an 18-ton replica of the Olmec Head. It's pretty cool. I can't put that on top of Large Marge though. It would crush. It would crush her. I honestly had no idea that the Onion was an actual legitimate printed newspaper.
He said, yes. Well, he said, why didn't you do it? Well, he said, doctor, said, I got home and I considered it. And I just decided that I like what I drank so much better than what I heard. Then he took her hand and looked at where it was measuring it and saw how far it was to the ceiling and said, so much we have yet to live.
Are you getting the Johnson treatment, Jacob?
I'm getting the full Johnson treatment.
We have the Bible he was sworn in on, as well as the suit he was wearing during the assassination of JFK and what he was wearing on Air Force One when he became the president. Behind this case is the cue cards that he changed and hand wrote what he wanted to say on that memorable day. Look at that. That's his handwriting.
I will do my best. That is all I can do.
Just imagine, later in the day after your husband is killed, you have to stand next to another man still grieving as he is sworn in to office.
The Oval Office itself is located in the west wing of the Executive Mansion. Built in 1902, it has been occupied by every president since Theodore Roosevelt. The desk is the one Mr. Johnson worked at from the time he served in the United States Senate and through the White House years. It generally appeared this way, with considerable material stacked and waiting for his attention.
The view of downtown Austin there on the skyline. And this, the view of the city, is the actual furniture from Lady Bird Johnson, the First Lady's office. The more I look at this photo, it really makes me wonder, why did Jackie Onassis really need to be standing there? Like, that's just, I can't imagine. Now heading into an area called Heartland Plaza. I'm racing this train, but I think it's winning because I can't drive very fast through a parking lot. It's frowned upon. There's a zebra in front of us. A legit zebra. Oh wait, that's a truck. I was very confused for a second. Always a challenge finding a place to park in a busy area. We chose a spot right here next to this community garden. Got about a half-mile walk that way to the next destination. I don't know about you, I'm getting kind of hungry. Barbecue?
Agreed.
It is slightly more built up than it was in 1986, but right over here, tucked away under that building, is a place called the Mean-Eyed Cat Bar. But you might remember it as the Chainsaw Store in the sequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. When Tobe Hooper, the director of the first one, decided to make a part 2, he wanted to do something a little more campy, a little more comical, and this is a spot where Dennis Hopper did a little shopping. Since filming, they have extended the building. The original facade was this way, and they have lengthened it just a little bit, and they have koozies. It's funny to think about, but before they tore this wall out to extend the building, this is the room where Hopper went in wielding the chainsaws. The chunk of the tree?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that was the tree that he was like hacking into with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
That is amazing. In the scene, the log is out front, and he is hacking into this thing like a beast. And they even have the original cut-right chainsaw sign that was used in the movie hanging out front. Now it's indoors behind those antlers.
Are we gonna eat or what?
Thought you'd never ask. The name of the actual barbecue place is Stubbs, which there are a few locations around Austin. And I got potato salad, and they actually had pulled pork, which is kind of rare for Texas because it's known for their beef. And I got some sort of spinach casserole. Jacob opted for the 3 meat. Oh look, it's got like a little jalapenos.
It's a jalapeno sausage. This is chopped beef, and that is chopped pork.
Like the best of both worlds. The room is very tucked away back here in the corner. You kind of wouldn't even know it was here unless you walk through the door. They even have some photos on the wall back when it used to be the business. It was an actual establishment, so there really wasn't any set dressing for the movie. Awesome. While I finish my sweet tea, give me your review.
All right, so third day of the 7-day barbecue experiment, we actually found a place that has pulled pork. So
That's what I had.
So after having 2 days of brisket, having a little bit of pulled pork almost felt like a light little treat.
What did you think of the spinach dip stuff that they had?
That was super good, but it had this really intense spiciness.
Way
that I
too
was
spicy.
expecting.
I only ate maybe a third of it. In fact, I didn't even finish the whole meal because a lot of it had a little kick to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I am going to give this place a 7. First day, 7.5. Yesterday, a 6.5. I'm going to give the Mean-Eyed Cat Bar with Stubbs Barbecue, which there are 4 Stubbs locations around Austin. It's an Austin-based barbecue place. This one just so happens to be inside that building. I'm going to give it a 7. What about you?
I don't want to agree with you too much, but I think a 7 is fair because I don't think that first day, that brisket,
Tough but fair.
that first day brisket has yet to be beat. That was incredible.
Day 1 is still my favorite, for sure.
I think that's still winning out.
All in all, though, I would eat here again. It's also based on Johnny Cash song, or maybe something Johnny Cash
Lyric
mentioned.
or-
There's a lot of pictures of Johnny Cash flipping the bird in there, which is always a good thing when you're chowing down on some BBQ.
Always good to be flipping the bird.
And one last thing, this is where he was hacking into that piece of wood, and the shop owner was very excited up on the porch.
My kid banana.
If you watch the movie back, he actually says, "My kid banana." Great imitation. You nailed it. It's almost as if that train is trying to enter the freeway. Roadhog. This woman over here to the left has a very shocked look on her face. Cheer up, Charlies. Show me a smile. Willie Nelson down there, keeping an eye on things.
If you're in the mood for pepperoni, eat here.
A lot of very interesting places along this road, but I have my sights set on this one. The Museum of the Weird. Shrunken heads, a Fiji mermaid, and a Cyclops pig, and more. When you first walk in, they have an Audrey too. Oh, it's moving. Feed me, Seymour. That's amazing. I'm a mean, mean mother from outer space, and I am bad. Next to the Sasquatch is the entrance through the turnstile. You were saying that the statues of these 2 gentlemen, you have been to their grave, right?
I have.
And what was their names?
Cheng and Ang Bunker.
And what are their
They're
significance?
the original Siamese twin. They were from Siam.
And they're
Actually,
buried in North
They
Carolina.
retired in North Carolina.
See a lot of these Fiji mermaids in Ripley's Believe It or Not attractions. This one is contained in a box. Are you ready for the amazing manfish? Do you want to see it? What is it? It's this.
This is it.
The elusive jackalope that Dave Coulier made very popular on America's Funniest. Whoa, what is that thing? This concrete was pulled out of a track from a Yeti. It's the same creature on the Matterhorn. I found him. I'm always fascinated by these shrunken heads. That one's exposed, but that one is inside a glass container. A lot of different exhibits on Bigfoot and Sasquatches and all the different molds from all the different feet prints that they've found. I think he might be looking for John Lithgow. In the mid-1800s, there was a man by the name of Joseph Merrick, and he was labeled the Elephant Man. A two-headed chicken. And check this out, a real Cyclops pig. I'm having my fortune told. He's telling my fortune.
Put your arm around him, look like you've been drinking together for a while, all brawn out.
That's right.
Say, "Arr."
Arr. Are you having a good time?
I'm having a blast.
If anybody else tried this, one little tap would knock them right out. When I do it, as long as I keep that spark moving so it can't burn me, I'm totally fine. Not fireproof though, that's a whole different thing. Now, it would be suicide for most anybody else if they have to grab the bare wire. When I do it, as long as I squeeze tight so there's no sparks to burn me, I can hold this for as long as I want to, and it never even gets uncomfortable. Okay, set the metal end of the bulb on my palm. There we are.
Nice.
Thank you. The most likely reason behind this is that I've got a chemical imbalance that gives my skin a lot more electrical resistance than most folks. So instead of the current just going right into me and stopping my heart or giving me a stroke like you'd expect it to, it goes more around the outer perimeter. This time of year, for some reason, it's actually been going close enough to the surface of my skin that I've got electrical energy radiating off me. Remember Uncle Fester from the Addams Family? I'm doing Uncle Fester impersonation for you. Bulb on my mouth, please. Yeah, it'll light up pretty much anywhere you touch me with it. It'll work through clothing. Don't put it in my hair or beard though, please, because it sets them on fire. We go for a fist bump.
Oh, nice.
Slower you come in, the stronger it is.
Oh, I can hear it.
You come in real close, don't quite make contact. I think you just did it then. Look between our hands, you can actually see the spark jump.
Oh.
See it?
Oh, yes.
See how much fun Jacob had getting zapped, right, sir? Would you like to try zap?
Sure. There it is.
Oh my gosh, that actually burns a little bit.
A little bit, yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, you're getting some nice sparks there, I can see.
That's incredible.
I can't hold this long. This will leave me lightheaded, but I have found it helps my depression and anxiety, so don't feel bad I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
All right, when I get this on my tongue,
Oh, no.
hold the base of the bulb on my hand, but every pictures and video I'll show for sure the wire is live. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
That place was amazing. Highly recommended if you're ever in this neck of the woods. Now, sitting in a little bit of traffic. What's his name?
That's Smokey.
Smokey.
This is Lucas, yeah.
Lucas. What are you doing, Lucas? What's that? Look at this. 1979, he started building this. In the backyard of this house is something called the Cathedral of Junk. Kind of resembles a mountain or a volcano of sorts. There are lots of different hallways and corridors and stairways. This is incredible. We got pretty lucky. You were not allowed on his property unless you have an appointment, but we pulled up and parked, and he just so happened to be out in the yard, and he let us come in. There doesn't really seem to be a rhyme or a reason to what he will put or won't put inside here. It's a little bit of everything, from car speakers to old video cameras wedged in, to a cow dog head of some sort. A little bit of everything.
I feel like sitting on the Iron Throne.
The Iron Throne.
Like Game of Thrones? Yeah.
I thought you were saying like maybe a porcelain throne. That would be like a Al Bundy move. Iron Throne means you're a king. I find it very interesting that this is just in a random backyard. There are neighbors and houses on all sides of this. I wonder what they think of this structure. If you look closely, there is a motorcycle wedged in there and a yield sign. And when you go down that little pathway, all kind of stuff. You could spend hours in here without ever seeing everything in the little nooks and crannies. Bicycle tires, license plates, rear view mirrors, the gun used in the NES classic game Duck Hunt, and whoa, old school trolls way before YouTube. There's even a second floor to it. Just walk up these stairs that are embedded with tools, wrenches, and other accessories. Climb towards the top in a winding circle. I'm guessing this is safe to walk on. At least I'm holding onto this tube, so it must be okay. You will notice there is a seat that you can sit in. It looks a little bit flimsy, but rest assured, if you sit here, you have made it. I'm the king of the mountain. I'm the king of the mountain. You do not want to go faster than 20 miles an hour, however. That is the speed limit. Isn't that right, Frosty? There are so many different ways you can travel. It's like a maze or a labyrinth of sorts. And it appears to be right over in here, some sort of secret hangout room. Pretty amazing.
Yes.
You know what this makes me want to do? Go get some ice cream.
Down.
But first, I think it's time to say, vlog
Over.
That dog knows what's up. What are you doing? What are you doing? We're going out for ice cream.
Oh yeah.